The city was frozen that morning. The kind of cold that bites your fingers and makes your breath hang in the air like clouds. People rushed past, hunched over, hands deep in pockets, heads down, trying to escape the chill. But amid the hustle, one small moment of kindness would quietly make its way across the country and touch thousands of hearts. A man noticed a young woman shivering at a bus stop. Her jacket was thin, her hands tucked into her sleeves, and she seemed invisible to everyone passing by. Without thinking, he removed his own warm coat and draped it over her shoulders. Just like that. A small gesture, unnoticed by most, but powerful enough to change both their lives. Before we dive into the story, don't forget to subscribe to Kindness Story Hub, hit the like button, and leave a comment sharing your own acts of kindness. Your stories help spread more warmth and hope in the world. The man's name was Tom Harris. He was an ordinary guy in his 40s, a graphic designer working from home, living a simple life. Tom wasn't rich, he didn't seek attention, and most days, he went unnoticed in the busy city. But he had a heart that saw when someone needed help, even in the smallest ways. That morning, Tom was rushing to catch his bus. He was already running late and feeling the chill through his layers of clothing. Then he looked up and saw her. The young woman standing at the bus stop, teeth chattering, eyes cast downward, trying to make herself small in the cold. In that split second, he didn't think about being late or about himself. He simply unzipped his coat, removed it, and placed it gently over her shoulders. "Here," he said softly, "you look cold." She looked up, surprised, and whispered, "Thank you." The coat wrapped her instantly in warmth, but it wasn't just the fabric, it was the kindness behind it that made her heart feel safe. Even for a moment, Tom smiled and continued on, unnoticed, not expecting anything in return. But someone else had noticed. A stranger waiting on the bus snapped a quick photo of the moment. She posted it online with a simple caption, "A small act of kindness in NYC. Not all heroes wear capes." Within hours, the post went viral. Thousands of people shared it, commenting on how it restored their faith in humanity. It wasn't about the coat, it was about noticing someone, seeing them, caring enough to act. News outlets quickly picked up the story. The woman, Emily, explained she was a nursing student working 2 part-time jobs just to make ends meet. That morning, she had nothing to shield her from the freezing wind except her thin jacket. Tom's coat didn't just warm her body, it reminded her that someone cared, even in a city so big it often felt cold and indifferent. "I'll never forget that moment," Emily said in an interview. "It wasn't just a coat. It was someone seeing me, and that made all the difference." Tom, meanwhile, was overwhelmed. Messages poured in: emails, texts, social media posts. People called him a hero, though he didn't see himself that way. "I was just trying to help someone," he said. "That's all." But what started as a simple act sparked something bigger. Inspired by the story, others began sharing their own acts of kindness. People in Chicago donated blankets to shelters. A teenager in Texas bought lunch for a classmate who often went hungry. A man in California carried groceries up 3 flights of stairs for his elderly neighbor. One small gesture created a ripple effect that spread across the nation. Emily decided to take it further. She started a campus initiative called Coats for Care, collecting jackets, scarves, and gloves for students and local residents in need. Within weeks, hundreds of coats were donated and distributed. One small act, sparked by a simple gesture, had grown into a movement. When Tom heard about the initiative, he was astonished. "I didn't think it would go this far," he said. "I only wanted to help someone in that moment." This story is a reminder that kindness doesn't require wealth, fame, or recognition. It only requires noticing someone and acting. The beauty is that kindness works both ways. Tom didn't just give Emily a coat, he gave warmth, comfort, and dignity. Emily didn't just receive a coat, she received hope and inspiration to help others. And that inspiration kept spreading, touching countless lives. After the story went viral, Tom received messages from strangers thanking him. Some shared that they were struggling, feeling invisible, or hopeless. Reading about the coat gave them courage to reach out, volunteer, or help a neighbor. One small act of kindness had sparked thousands more for Tom. Life went on. He still took the bus, worked from home, and enjoyed quiet evenings with books and movies. But the city around him seemed warmer. Strangers smiled at him, shared stories of their own acts of kindness, and reminded him that simple gestures matter. Emily continued her nursing studies and expanded Coats for Care, mentoring others on how small actions can create big change. The story of the coat became more than a moment, it became a lesson for communities everywhere. Noticing someone struggle and helping in any way you can create ripples far beyond the moment. We often wait for the perfect moment to make a difference, but the perfect moment is any moment you choose to act with compassion. Tom didn't plan for a viral story. He didn't expect praise or recognition. He simply responded to someone in need. That's the power of kindness. Kindness doesn't have to be dramatic or public. A smile, a helping hand, a coat, or a listening ear, all these small gestures can transform lives. One quiet act can ignite hope, restore faith in humanity, and inspire countless others to do the same. So, the next time you see someone struggling, lonely, or unnoticed, remember Tom's coat. You don't have to change the world with one gesture. Simply noticing someone and offering your warmth, care, or time can start a chain reaction that spreads farther than you can imagine. Conclusion: Tom Harris gave his coat on a freezing morning, and in doing so, gave the world a powerful reminder: kindness is contagious, and every small act matters. It doesn't take wealth, fame, or planning to make a difference. All it takes is a heart willing to see, care, and so today, do something kind. Help a stranger, support a friend, or simply offer a smile. You never know who you might inspire or how far your gesture could travel. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Kindness Story Hub, like this video, and leave a comment sharing your own story of kindness. Together, we can create a chain of love, hope, and humanity that stretches across the world.